Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the delay in the video, but you guys understand that I also work for the whole day during the week. Since it is weekend, I'm performing the second video to complete the tenant to tenant migration. So, a quick recap: we have already prepared our destination tenant. Cloud Red Team is our destination tenant. Our application is there, ready here. Okay, the application is ready. This is showing on the source. Same thing can be seen in the destination tenant as well, right? We have in fact created this in the destination tenant itself. So here we go. Okay, so we have prepared this in the destination, accepted in the source. There were a couple of PowerShell commands that we have performed. On the final step, there were these users which we were supposed to create, these contact users that we were supposed to create, which we have created first and two, in which we have shown you, and the rest of them we have created it offline under exchange. All right, now copying the data and the details from the source. If you guys have not seen this, watch my previous video because this is the second part of the video. It's a part two. All right, now coming back to our um, classic exchange. Once again, I'm showing you the details about the contacts here. So all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 users, the GUID was copied, the X500 value was copied, and then it is matching everywhere. Okay, now we have tested these values as well, which we had as a command, the PowerShell command to test whether the value matches or no. Okay, after this, we have also checked that under exchange on the destination tenant, the endpoint was visible. So it's a cross-end migration. The endpoint was visible. This is important. So without this, you cannot perform the actual migration. Yeah. Now let's go back. Before performing the actual migration for the data, what you need to actually do is you need to assign the license on the destination. Okay. You need to assign the license on the destination. Then only you will perform this migration. Okay. There's some problem. Let's save changes. So we will have to assign some sort of licenses to the destination tenant where we are performing demo user 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, Cloud Blue Team, and Cloud Blue Team user 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, all the licenses are assigned to the users. Okay, now after this, what we need to do, um, yeah, we'll go to migration on the destination tenant. Yeah, the licenses are assigned. Next step is go to exchange from here. Yeah, from here, clicking here will take you to the exchange. Come back to migration, click on exchange migration, give a name. It can be a random name or whatever name it makes you comfortable. So let's keep it as a migration. Oops, migration batch. Next, migration type. Definitely, it is going to a cross tenant migration. Say next, next, and then select the migration endpoint that we have created from the exchange online. All right. There is one more thing. I don't know whether I showed you this on the last video, but we have to prepare a CSV file with the destination user information along with the tenant name. Yeah, these are the users that we have in the destination. So this will be a CSV file. So you'll import all the user list under this files. So if you have 5 users, you put all these 5 users. If you have 100 users, you can put all the list of 100 users, and then you can start migrating them. Yeah. So import this file, say next, target domain, which is already there, cloud blue team dot on microsoft.com. This is our target delivery domain. Say next. And then you want to start this batch manually later when, so we'll say automatically start this batch for now because I don't want to start this later or something. Once this data is completed, you can run the commands to close this batch, or you can say automatically complete the migration batch. Okay. And then there are some selective dates as well, which I don't think it is relevant in scenarios. Why would somebody say that they complete the batch automatically after this time? So once the batch is completed, it should automatically complete the batch. Anyways, so there's a time zone also. We are selecting UTC, which is the default. Will not change anything here. We'll just say save, and that is done. Okay. Now, if you see, the migration batch is syncing from the source information. You can click on that. If you want to see the detailed view, you can click here, and you will be seeing the information which is getting validated from the source information. Once the details are validated, you will see them in syncing mode. It will also show the data consistency score, which is good, bad, perfect, or the details. It will also show the item synchronized. For now, it is showing 0 at the moment. The details are showing status. Now it has changed to syncing. Now you guys can see. Okay. And then data consistency score. At the moment, it will start pairing with the source tenant details, validating the information through the application that we have created through Azure AD. Okay. And then it will start synchronizing the data to the new mailboxes. Okay. Once the mailboxes are created, you will have to go back here and just check whether these emails are going to be turned up. As of now, if you guys see, they are preparing the mailbox for the user. Once this migration batch is completed, this user, this mail user, remember, this is a mail user, first of all, that we have created and assigned this as a license. Now, once the migration batch is completed, from the source tenant, the source tenant user will be converted to a mail user and a contact. Okay. And in the destination, the mail user will convert to the actual mailbox user. All right. So that's how it is going to be completed. So, oh wow. Okay, good. So since the information was not much on these users, so it is showing synced, and all these users are completed as well. So let's see. It takes some more time. See, as I said, 250, 286, the number of information, the mailbox, email data, basically whatever we had in terms of contact calendar, since it is synchronizing the entire data under the mailbox. All right. Let's refresh. Oh, good. So we have this completed. Yeah, one more thing. Um, as I said, you can synchronize a bigger mailboxes as well. IMAP has some limitations on that side, but you can actually synchronize 80 GB, 90 GB, 100 GB plus the archiving data also. Any confusions, any clarifications, you guys can get in touch with me. Drop a comment on the video. If I'll be able to help with the clarifications, I'll do that. And then if you guys need my help to help you run this patches, I can do that for you. Okay. Now, if you guys see, if you go to view details, it is showing completed. All the user mailboxes are completed. The synchronization is completed since there was very less data. But the migration batch, it is still showing syncing. Since it is finalizing the data, okay, since it is finalizing the data, so it will show this status for some more time. Since we have mentioned that automatically complete this migration batch, this synchronization status will change to the completed state. Once this is done, you can actually see that your mailboxes are converted to the mailboxes. So actually this is done. All right. Next user, let's see the status for that. And done. Good. User number 5, mail. Good. All mailboxes are ready. Mails. So during this time, actually, what happened? We assigned the license. The mailbox was not ready since it was a mail user. Okay. Now, the mail user, since this is showing a syncing state, this is actually transferring the data that the email user is converted, and then it is contacting to the source data as well, and it is mentioning all the informations related to the source details, where you will see that these users will be converted to the contacts now. See, now this is the source tenant. Once again, this is a source tenant. Now you see the status got changed, and now this is earlier we had a mailbox here which is actually migrated to the destination tenant. Now it is changed to the status with the contact, a mail user contact. How you will validate? Let's go to exchange. Let's go to exchange. Let's click on contacts. Look at these users. These users actually became the mail users now. With what information? Look at this. This is converted to the destination tenant information, right? So now at this point of time where it is saying it is syncing, it is actually synchronizing. I can call it as a metadata informations as well, where it is saying that thank you, Mr. Source Tenant, I have received all the data. Now from the source details you can remove these mailboxes, and from here I'll take it forward. So now let it go for some more time since our mailboxes are ready. Okay, here, since our mailboxes are ready, let's log in one by one to these users and validate whether we have received all these informations, all the email user data as well. Okay, now what we will do is let's come to a browser. Let's open it in Incognito. Okay, so I've got this browser on my second page. Let's go to now .com. Sign in. Let's log in with the source information this time. Let's log in with the user number 1. Okay, these passwords are the passwords which you have given when you were creating the mail users during that time. All right, so very good. We are logged in. Since this user is logging in for the first time, it is showing the initial information which you just can bypass the way you want it. Let's log in on Outlook. So these were the emails which you actually can see on Monday, 8, 22nd of 8. Now we are on 11th of 9. So these users had the new data. If you can see the send and emails as well, there are few send emails which I sent from all the users to all the users within the tenant. Okay, so these email data was received. Right. Let's log out this and let's log into another user now. to once again office.com, sign in with a different user, and control V, but this time user 5. Let's go ahead with the user 5 now. And password. Good. Glad that you are here. Microsoft is glad that we are here. So you can see the same emails. Correct. Now you have the entire information, whatever you have created, synchronized, you will get it here. All right. Now, I think all the users we have the information. So now I don't think we'll go ahead and then test all the users. In fact, we have already tested two. Let's test one more, and then let's test user two. And after this, we will move this to the next step of the migration. Okay. So sign in. Let's test the last user, user two, and then we will proceed to the last part of this video, that how you will clear the final information. Something went wrong, probably. Okay. Okay, I think it is taking few more minutes. I don't really see a problem here. Okay, maybe it is taking some time. So let's log in after some time. But actually, the idea is, since we have, it is showing successful, it is showing completed, it is just finalizing some of the data. So let's try with one user that we, let's try with user number 4. Log in, and Microsoft is not glad this time that we are here. Okay, so it is taking some time. That's okay. So if you guys want, we can test this little later. But I think since we have tested user number 1 and user number 5, it should be all good. Since this was a random test, let's see what is going on our migration page. Okay, it is still showing syncing. Probably it is just clearing the data from the source and then on the destination. What will be our next steps that we need to understand? Once the steps are completed, we will delete this. All right. Delete the migration batch once it shows completed. Next step will be, you will add the domain, or if it is already added here, you will assign the new domain which you have probably. Um, you will assign this to mailboxes so that user login information can be attached to the actual domain that you guys have. All right. Once this is also done, what you do is you'll go to Azure Active Directory, and we need to delete the application. Okay, we need to delete the application that we have. So you can delete it from app registrations. You can go here and delete this. Just validate if it is showing in enterprise applications as well. Okay, delete it from there also. So we don't really need this application which has a connection of the mailbox migration from the source to the destination once again, since the entire data is already migrated. Once this is done, don't forget that we have created a migration endpoint also. Migration endpoint, I think you guys remember that. So that also will have to be removed. There is a command for that which you can run, which is remove hyphen um, endpoint or something, that you can Google that actually. Okay, so remove hyphen endpoint, Microsoft endpoint space hyphen identity space the endpoint name. In our case, it was migration endpoint itself. So that is a command that you'll have to run, and then the endpoint will be removed. So this is the endpoint that I'm talking about. So I'm talking about this endpoint here. Okay, if you're going to leave it, leave it, but I don't think, since it is not required, let's have everything cleaned. Whatever we have performed should be cleaned, and then keep a track of all your screenshots about what you're performing. All right, so that's about it. If I'll wait for this synchronization, that I think it'll be too long to wait. So my suggestion is, since we have already tested two users and there is no failure at the moment on the users, looks like it will be all done. It is just that it is sharing the information from the source to the destination, and that's it. I'll be closing this video now, and thank you so much for your support, your trust, um, and watching this video till here. If you guys have any particular subject that I should focus on and then prepare a video for you guys in detail, which you can understand, I'll be happy to perform that. Going forward, since I was a little, um, I wanted to actually do a introduction video first, then come to the actual topics. But then this topic was, I was pretty interesting in this, so I created the video first, and then I'll do a introductory video once again. This video will be about giving the information about myself, who am I, what I do, and what this channel will be all about, what we'll be doing in the future videos, and yeah, maybe question answer sessions, or maybe based on your request, probably we can take certain actions. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for your support. I'll see you later. Bye bye.